the main theme is India, Poland, sales, marketing in B2B IT. So
and
this
growth
is what
of
you
the
can
business.
and growth, yeah, of course, in international trade perspective. Yeah, so that's that's what our show is going to be about.
We promise we'll try to make it simple.
Yes.
Hi, welcome to Bridging the World show, where you will learn about international expansion, go-to-market strategies, B2B marketing, and sales, all focused on the needs of Indian IT and software firms looking to grow internationally. Your hosts are Iryna Tymchenko and Marcin Małaszuk.
Hi, Iryna. Nice to meet you and see in our first episode ever.
Oh, it's great being here. Yes, it's amazing. I'm very excited about the start of this wonderful project, and I'm hoping that our audience will like it too.
Yes. So, what we are going to do here in Bridging the Worlds? Shall we tell our audience?
Oh, yes, of course, of course. I think we need to share what we're going to do and why we are here together, and what is the idea, the general idea. Well, first of all, I think if you may, if you allow me to start, I can say that we are both now in Poland, and this is a wonderful country in Europe. I would say in Central Europe, though some people, most of people say that it is Eastern Europe. Well, it doesn't matter, but we are here in the European Union, and it's the area of wonderful economic and business potential for millions of people, millions of businesses. This is why practically we decided to join our forces with Marcin and help our audience to understand the specificities, the wonders, and the beauty of working with European businesses. But
yes, I would like to add that the recent, meaning depending when anyone will watch our video, but what has happened in September 2024. So Prime Minister Modi visited Poland and then he moved to Ukraine. And to be honest, that was kind of stimuli to think about India and Poland as potential markets to breach, like what we want to do here in Bridging the Worlds show. So presenting you how to connect the dots that are on the different parts of the globe. So India and Poland, India and Europe in general, marketing and sales. We would like to discuss the best practices. Yes, I think it's about helping Indian companies coming here to Poland and to Europe as a main point of our show, bringing the knowledge of the markets, understanding of the markets, and the processes that work in our industry. I think this is kind of crucial part as well, like what works, how benchmarks on the other markets works. Like I'm talking about IT B2B service firms.
Exactly. You see, governments, they just set the focus to some collaboration, to some partnerships, but businesses on their level develop the connections, set up communication, sign agreements, and set up partnerships. So I think that our mission will be to disclose all the information about how this collaboration can be done, what are maybe the difficulties and challenges of the way of businesses coming from different parts of the world and joining forces, trying to work together. We will try to disclose the specificities of doing business in Europe, particularly in Poland, but of course in all countries of Europe too. And we are going to help the businesses that contact us, that come to us, to develop some strategies, and based on those strategies, set up some methodologies and techniques of what particularly they can do to set up the business, to create some connections in Europe, to expand to different other industries or domains if necessary, or just set up connections and develop a good rhythm of business in their domain. Also, it is necessary to say that Europeans have their own mode of work, traditions, business behavior, different styles in doing this, in communication. And of course, we need to help you understand all those specificities and bring the just fill the gap or build the bridge. This is why the name of the channel, right?
Yes, bridging the words. Yes, building and bridging.
Yes.
Yes, I would like to add to what you said about these traditional ways of working. Meaning, like this is certainly true, but we'll focus as well on the aspect of global best practices, because like what potentially might work in Polish market and European markets might be applicable when expanding to the United States or
to any other region.
Yes. Middle East, whatsoever. The work how on the processes how buyers in B2B work are kind of similar worldwide recently.
Yes.
Meaning like we are not talking about the 20 or maybe even 30 situation that was on the market 30 years ago, but today with the digitalization, full digitalization, we are not even touching AI stuff right now. Yes, but everything changes. It's like the ways of reaching out clients and getting new businesses are evolving, and they are getting somehow similar through the markets. Yes, so this is at least my observation.
There are some international rules of doing things in business. It's just like in every other field of knowledge. There is usually some theoretical part, the basics, which is necessary. At least it is necessary for different representatives of the industry to understand each other. To understand why they're doing this or that. And the same thing here. Every business needs to follow some certain methodology of steps, some certain sequence of actions or measures that are necessary to develop their own business and to collaborate with other businesses. And this is why we are here. We are going to show the steps to help businesses build this strategy and the scheme of work. And then, of course, within every item of that strategy, we're going to assist them with information, with methodology, and some techniques of how to do it.
Yes. So within this concept of show, we'll deliver. We'll see if there would be another, let's say, series, but we are planning to meet with you with at least 10 episodes. Those episodes would be presented in different formats. We are planning to do one-to-one conversations between Iryna and me, with free exchange of our thoughts on the topics that we experience, that we know. We will do as well solo presentations on particular topics. And I think that might be the most practical, or maybe not. We are practitioners as well. We'll invite people from India and from Poland who went through the process of international expansion, who works on international markets and can bring us insights on how they did things within the process.
Yes, this will be really very beneficial for all of us, for me and Marcin too, because all our life long we need to learn, and every new experience gives us new knowledge. This is amazing. And at the same time, of course, these connections and these interviews will help you see how people experienced everything and learn the lessons that they learned by listening to them. Take some very useful information from them. And we're going to talk about businesses in doing business in Europe, in different other countries of Europe, and of course, particularly in Poland. So our next episodes will be about how European industries and how European businesses work, about what is specific about doing business in Europe, some traditions, some regulations, some unusual for the Indian understanding, unusual methods and traditions of doing it. And then we will give you the episode about Poland as the country of very good potential for doing business internationally and for joining forces with Polish teams or Polish business people, because this is the country that is developing really fast, and the potential of working between our countries is really very, very high. We know it, and as we said in the beginning, even governments understand this. So,
Exactly. We are really happy that those, let's say, contacts are refreshed recently. Iryna, maybe we can introduce ourselves a little bit
sure.
to our audience. Yeah, so shall you start?
Oh, yes. Everything is very simple with me. You see, first of all, of course, I'm thrilled to be here and contribute everything that I know to this episode of Bridging the World show. And to share about myself, it's just I'm a person who has decades of experience in academia and universities behind my back. I used to work with numerous international companies, municipal projects. I ran my own business, and I started a number of businesses from scratch with my partners, mainly American and Canadian partners in the past. And this gave me a lot of experience during 3 decades of my active career. It gave me a lot of experience in working with all sorts of different people and all sorts of different companies, very small and really large, in very different methodologies and management structures, from something very democratic and friendly and nice and even homey to large corporations where the relationships are quite strong, I would say, and kind of aggressive. So I also worked with different cultures and different businesses internationally, and this gave me some understanding that the culture of doing business, the national or local culture of doing business, can leave a very strong trace on how the business is done. And depending on how well you know this, you can or cannot develop a good relationship with your new partner in coming from another part of the world. So as an international specialist in business development, I can contribute my knowledge, and I'm happy to have this chance and share it with all of you in these series of videos. Today, I run my own business, helping companies to scale their operations and improve their sales grow their revenues by collaborating with European businesses. The idea of connecting Indian and European IT businesses came quite naturally because Marcin and I started seeing more and more information about collaboration on the level of governments, and we can see that the collaboration between Indian and Polish businesses started some time ago, but it mainly was and is circled around industrial collaboration on industrial level, some production, some energy structures, and different projects of research and development. But at the level of IT, it is usually based on very particular connections between particular people and particular businesses. But we both realize that there is very high potential. And this is why I think that we will be sharing our experiences and this information that we have for Indian businesses about Poland and about Europe just in these videos. So this is everything that I can say about myself for the beginning.
You skipped, I think, one really important part. Your experience in IT segment.
Oh, sure. Yes, of course. It's so natural for me that I did not even mention it. I'm sorry. Yes, 6 years ago, I decided that it was time for me to start working in IT sector because, well, it's just a coincidence, but all my family members are IT people. And after listening to all that talk at home for many years, I decided that, well, I need to do it too. Besides, you know, the initials of my name, Iryna Tymchenko, is just like IT. So
Perfect.
that was another reason why I decided to join the industry. In the end, I decided that I would go through some internship in an IT company, and they were very nice company, nice team. I spent 3 years with them after the internship, and I grew a lot of experience just with my past experiences that I already had from doing my business and working with different companies. Of course, I quickly progressed with the IT. With the knowledge of how to do sales in IT. So I did account management for a couple of big companies during the recent 60 years, and I did some private projects for a number of other companies. So I think that this gave me enough experience to be able to help other people develop their sales strategies and be successful, help them be successful. So this is it.
Interesting. Yeah. So then maybe a couple of words about myself. So I'm in the IT business for 10 years. I started this journey with my own startup that was a benchmarking and afterwards a marketplace for international transportation, mainly ocean transportation. So within that process, I closely cooperated with software developers. My co-founders were software developers. We hired software developers. And I understand from this point of view how the logic works on the side of the client of IT service companies. My next step in my experience with IT was another software, not software house, but startup. This as well connected with logistics. That was kind of tool that attempted to Uberize road transportation. In this situation, I worked with agency, software development agency, once again buying the services. So the process how clients select vendors, how they perceive vendors, what are the points that they are looking at at IT service companies. This is something I've experienced on my own as a buyer. And then I moved to another part of the business, so this different side. So I started working with software development firms, custom ones. Firstly, in a role of growth manager as a full-time hire, and then I've started Grow My Tech. Grow My Tech as a consultancy, as a interim management service that is directed 100% into this IT segment. I work only with B2B IT firms. Most of them are service companies. Some are SaaS services, SaaS as a concept. And within this process, I work with many clients. With most of them, we are doing international expansion that is based on mix of marketing and sales. So this is like that's the reason why I perceive marketing and sales as a one thing that need to go one hand in hand when you would like to get into other markets. I preach this approach, and I perceive marketing and sales as a driver of revenue, both of them, not only sales. So sales, in my understanding,
you can't sell without marketing.
Yes, yeah. You don't have sale without marketing, and only marketing wouldn't let's say finalize the funnel. Yeah, so close the deal. So this is my experience, and this is why I look as well, and the observation from the industry, I look with great. Let's say very optimistically into that direction of bridging Indian and Polish companies, of delivering value in a way of best practices, sharing my knowledge with our audience. And why I see this as an opportunity. I see that as an opportunity for all of us that are here, yeah, meaning our audience, so Indian firms and us and Polish market. It's because the current situation that is happening worldwide. We've got war in Ukraine, we've got war in Palestine, we've got tensions between China and USA. So all old world, let's call it, is shaking. Yeah, so the fundamentals are breaking down, and there is a room for cooperation for the countries that are rising, that are growing, and having a close look at Indian market of IT software development, I see opportunities about which we are going to talk in this show as well. So this is I think about me. That's everything, and that's my perspective on this show and on this concept of bridging Poland and India. And I hope really that we will do our great jobs that will satisfy our audience, and as a result, there would be a lot of cooperation between Indian and Polish firms.
Thank you very much. You drew a wonderful picture of what is coming on us. There are a lot of different events. On the top of that, there is this artificial intelligence, the AI, notorious AI that is coming on us as a terrible tsunami. And nobody
or wonderful
knows
tsunami. Some people claim it's like it's a potential problem for many, but many as well perceive it as a chance.
And this is, by the way, another thing that we can reveal in our episodes when we discuss it with between ourselves and with our hosts, with our guests of the show, because Nobody knows what world we will have in 2, 3, 5 years from now and how to prepare for that. But at least if we discuss different aspects of it, aspects of what is coming with professionals, with people who are working with all this, maybe it will help us to develop our own ways how to, if not protect ourselves, but at least prepare for what is coming. Because many people are saying that, well, we will lose our work because AI will be doing everything for us. Other people say that businesses will crash because if some industries crash, their business may crash too, because there will be no way for people losing their jobs to buy anything. And if the buying capacity is low, then the business that sells something cannot survive. It's natural and understandable. But anyway, we are going to disclose all those things. We will talk about all different topics in our discussions, and I'm hoping that this will be interesting. We will try to pull out some unusual or interesting stories, some success stories, some case studies from different other companies. And I think that our guests from India and Europe will be also sharing their experiences, which is, of course, very important for our own understanding of how to do our businesses. So
Exactly. So maybe I will summarize our conversation. So this is the very first episode of the series that we are calling Bridging the Worlds. Let's treat it as a first season, beginning of the first season. In the upcoming episodes, we will cover business environment and in European Union and European Union as a political and business environment. In the second episode, we'll talk about Poland and the business services and IT services here, how to go with, how to understand the market. In the next episodes, we'll start touching international expansion and go-to-market strategies. And then you can expect as well guests to our show. So I think this is about the structure. We'll be with you every week or bi-weekly. So it's not fixed, but this is our plan. We'll try to, whenever we'll see your comments, or if we will reach out to us directly with some comments, we'll take them into consideration. Maybe we will, in this way, build our next episodes to answer your needs and to tell you a little bit or more about topics you are interested the most. And the format is so as you can see, this is free discussion between us. We'll as well invite guests. There would be solo presentations, and the main theme is India, Poland, sales, marketing in B2B IT. So
and
this
growth
is what
of
you
the
can
business.
and growth, yeah, of course, in international trade perspective. Yeah, so that's what our show is going to be about.
We promise we'll try to make it simple.
Yes. So what, Iryna, shall we close today's episode?
Yes, I think it's good. We spoke a lot, and yes, see you the next time, guys. Wait for the next episode. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Thank you for watching and listening to us. The show was prepared and hosted by
Iryna, the owner of Business Development and Consulting, who helps young companies set off successfully on their journey of international business.
And Marcin, founder of Grow My Tech, who helps IT firms grow by designing and executing B2B marketing and sales strategies. Do not forget to subscribe, give us thumbs up, and share your thoughts in the comments. See you next episode.